With Fastlane in the rearview mirror, the road to WrestleMania is less than 4 weeks away before the journey to this year's showcase of the Immortals ends. With the MetLife Center coming into sight, this week's edition of Raw and SmackDown laid out the WWE's plans for those fans who are paying close attention. Here are 10 things the WWE secretly told us on this week's Raw, SmackDown and Fastlane. Number 1. Kofi Kingston is heading to WrestleMania to battle Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. Although the WWE hinted at no more authority angles when they promised to shake things up last December, the WWE's been running authority angles both with Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey, and now Kofi Kingston. Vince McMahon seems determined to deprive Kofi Kingston of a WWE Championship bout against Daniel Bryan, as seen by McMahon removing Kingston from his match against Bryan at Fastlane, and his announcement that Kofi has to overcome a seemingly insurmountable task next week, battling through a gauntlet of Randy Orton, Samoa Joe, Cesaro, Sheamus, and Eric Rowan. Naturally, this means that Kofi is definitely headed to the show of shows to battle for his first WWE Championship, and McMahon is going with the time-tested trope of a superstar facing a stacked deck to get a title shot. Number 2. RUSEV has reached new lows. Is the Bulgarian brute RUSEV the reincarnation of Greek mythology's King Sisyphus? Recall that Sisyphus was a clever king whose hubris led to him thinking he was wiser than the Greek pantheon's ruler, the immortal Zeus. As punishment, Sisyphus was confined to the underworld, where he was cursed to roll a boulder up a hill, only for it to return to the bottom before it reached the top. With that in mind, consider RUSEV, a talented wrestler whose frequent clashes with the WWE backstage, such as having the nerve to announce his real-life engagement to real and storyline girlfriend Lana on social media during an angle where he was estranged from her on TV, or RUSEV getting his hair cut without the WWE's permission, have repeatedly sandbagged his career. Every time it looks like RUSEV is getting a push, the WWE pulls the rug from underneath him. Whether it's his short-lived US title reign or a slew of pay-per-view losses, RUSEV just can't get up the WWE hill. After losing to the New Day at Fastlane, it marked his 17th loss in a row. This means that RUSEV is tied with the Great Khali for this record. Vince McMahon may not think he's God, but if our theory on RUSEV is true, McMahon is happy playing Zeus to RUSEV's Sisyphus. Number 3. Is Dean Ambrose staying in the WWE? As we mentioned in previous videos, Dean Ambrose's close friend Roman Reigns has been lobbying the lunatic fringe to stay in the WWE, and there's still speculation his announced departure was a work to swerve the WWE universe into thinking he was exiting the company. Either way, fans who watch Fastlane couldn't help but notice the commentary team's remarks might be a sign that Dean isn't leaving after all. The commentators went out of their way to drive home the point that Fastlane marked the last appearance of the Shield. However, as any true wrestling fans know, Vince McMahon is as subtle as his son-in-law's sledgehammer, and it's common for him to adamantly steer the fans one way, hoping he'll fool them by going another way. Whether it's his long ago promise that fans would be old and grey before they'd see WrestleMania on free TV, as he aired highlights just weeks after the inaugural Mania, or talk that the Shield are done. Some insiders see it as a sure sign Ambrose is here for the duration. The WWE's history of killing a wrestler's momentum before they leave the company is at odds with Ambrose's current direction, as he's been in high-profile matches for the last several weeks. Factor in reports from cage side seats and the Wrestling Observer's Bryan Alvarez, and it looks like Ambrose is staying with the WWE. Number 4. Roman Reigns vs Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. While anything supposedly can happen in WWE, it looks all but certain that the big dog's first solo match since his return to the ring will be against Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania 35. McIntyre's attack on Reigns this week on Raw and subsequent beatdown on Dean Ambrose sets the stage for a clash of two powerhouses. It's too bad that McIntyre is being fed to Reigns at WrestleMania, but Wrestlelamia predicts that WWE has big plans for McIntyre going into the summer, including a possible title program against Seth Rollins. If Dean Ambrose does stick around, be certain that WWE will play up the Shield for every dollar they can squeeze out of the popular faction. Number 5. Finn Balor will be the Demon King at WrestleMania 35. Finn Balor fans anguishing over his Intercontinental Championship loss should take encouragement from the rumours that not only will Balor perform at the showcase of the Immortals in his demon persona, but he could be facing the legendary Undertaker himself. The thought of the Demon versus the Phenom brings all sorts of possibilities in terms of build-up, and although the match may not be a technical classic, it could be a lot of fun in terms of showmanship. While The Undertaker's future with the WWE has been questioned due to his appearance at May's StarCast Wrestling Convention, that shouldn't rule out a WrestleMania appearance, as it's good for both the WWE and The Undertaker. First, the WWE would love the boost it gets from the dead man showing up at Mania, and The Undertaker in turn has nothing to lose by showing up, as any time in the spotlight will fuel future personal appearances. With The Undertaker reportedly charging $25,000 an hour for convention appearances, that shouldn't rule out a Mania appearance. Number 6. The WWE is going with a celebrity angle for Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman is one of the WWE's most over superstars, yet the company continues to struggle when it comes to promoting him to the fullest of his talents. This week's Raw featured the monster among men trashing a car sent by Saturday Night Live's Colin Jost as a peace offering. Ever eager to put a celebrity on at WrestleMania, the WWE seems to be setting up a match either between Strowman and Jost, or more likely, a proxy for Jost. Although the WWE has done Strowman vs Baron Corbin to death, it could feature Jost bringing in Corbin or even Bobby Lashley. It's incredible that Strowman seems to be treading water in the WWE, but the company likely feels the mainstream publicity will be a boost to Strowman's career. Number 7. The Hardy Boys will face the Usos at Mania. The Usos have never been hotter, and it's difficult to think of a brother tag team that's done so much in the WWE, except for one, the Hardy Boys. It should come as no surprise that the Hardys called out the Usos on SmackDown Live, daring to enter the Uso Penitentiary. Dream matches are rare in wrestling, particularly tag team ones, but an Usos vs Hardys match could blow off the roof at the MetLife Center, if it had one. While a TLC match would make things better, a regular match is more than enough to highlight the event. Regardless of whether the Usos stay with the WWE, this match could also lay the groundwork for the WWE relaunching the Woken Matt Hardy gimmick by sparking a feud between Matt and brother Nero. Matt Hardy's Woken gimmick still has a lot of mileage left in it, particularly with the inclusion of Jeff. Either way, a battle between the Hardy brothers and twin brothers Jay and Jimmy Uso will be one for the ages. Number 8. 6-man ladder match for the US title. Vince McMahon likes to make sure as many WWE superstars as possible get a WrestleMania payday, hence the abundance of matches involving multiple competitors such as the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Whether it's been a few years since the last ladder match at Mania, it looks like the current United States Champion Samoa Joe will have to fend off the challenge of 5 other superstars, including Rey Mysterio, R-Truth, Mustafa Ali, Kevin Owens and Andrade. While there were rumours that the WWE were going with Rey vs Andrade match at Mania, current plans are said to be a ladder match involving the two instead. Number 9. The Women's Revolution will continue at WrestleMania beyond title matches. With rumours flying that the Ronda Rousey, Charlotte, Becky Lynch triple threat could be the first women's match to main event at WrestleMania, fans of the WWE's Women's Revolution have lots to be excited about. There's even more reasons to look forward to Mania, as it looks like the WWE will feature a women's match with no title on the line, mainly what looks to be the potential feud between Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. The tag team looks to be finished, which means a feud seems inevitable. If so, it will be refreshing to see a women's match besides the usual title matches or battle royals, another sign that WWE is taking its female roster seriously. And number 10. The Iconics want Sasha Banks and Bayley. The Women's Tag Team Championship has created new opportunities for the WWE's female superstars to compete in championship matches, and it looks as if Billie Kay and Peyton Royce want in on the action. The Iconics competed against the Boss and Hug Connection for the Women's Tag Team Championship at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, and they made it clear they want a rematch. Nonetheless, there's speculation that WWE will add 1 or even 2 teams to the title match, hoping to spread the WrestleMania paydays and to add some excitement to the match. So far, the WWE hasn't confirmed a Women's Battle Royal, so if that happens, the WWE may only go with one team challenging Sasha Banks and Bayley. But there you have it guys, 10 things the WWE secretly told us on this week's Raw and SmackDown. Be sure to leave your comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.